Hello everyone, this is part 2 of Biology Class 9 Chapter 1, the fundamental unit Cell. Last video I taught about the structural organization of cell, which was plasma membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. There I covered plasma membrane and nucleus. Here we will continue with cytoplasm. How can we define cytoplasm? Cytoplasm can be defined as the fluid content inside plasma membrane which contains many specialized cell organelles. In prokaryotic cytoplasm, there is absence of defined nuclear region or membrane-bound cell organelles. But in eukaryotic cell cytoplasm, it has well-developed nuclear membrane and also membrane-bound cell organelles. The cell cytoplasm is medium for various cellular processes. It provides structural support without which the cell wouldn't have its shape. It is essential for cell division. The eukaryotic cell contains cell organelles. These cell organelles are well developed. They are enclosed within their respective membranes. Cell organelles are needed to perform different chemical activities. Some of the cell organelles are explained here. Endoplasmic reticulum. It is membrane-bound organelle. It has large network of tubes and sheets. It is similar to the structure of plasma membrane. It is mainly of two types. Rough endoplasmic reticulum, which is abbreviated as RER, and smooth endoplasmic reticulum, which is abbreviated as SER. The endoplasmic reticulum functions as channels for transport of materials in between the regions of cytoplasm and nucleus. It provides surface for biochemical activities. Rough endoplasmic reticulum are so called because they have ribosomes attached on its surface. These attached ribosomes manufacture protein. The manufactured protein is transported through the channel of RER or rough endoplasmic reticulum. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum is just the endoplasmic reticulum without ribosomes. They manufacture fat or lipid molecules and then transfer it. The manufactured lipids and proteins are transported towards plasma membrane, and these molecules help in the synthesis of plasma membrane. This process is called membrane biogenesis. Thus, the endoplasmic reticulum helps in membrane biogenesis. The proteins and lipids also act as enzymes or hormones. They also detoxify many poisons and drugs out of cell. Next cell organelle is Golgi apparatus. It was first described by Camillo Golgi. It is a system of membrane-bound vesicles which are called cisterns. These cisterns are arranged parallel to each other. They have connections with endoplasmic reticulum. Therefore, they contribute towards membrane biogenesis. The Golgi apparatus functions like the post office of the cell by processing, packaging, and dispatching the materials like protein and lipids formed by endoplasmic reticulum. The products from the endoplasmic reticulum are modified and then packed and after that stored in the new vesicles. They are involved in the formation of lysosomes. Lysosomes are membrane-bound sacs. These sacs are filled with digestive enzymes made by a rough endoplasmic reticulum. They are a kind of waste disposal system of the cell. They digest the foreign materials that come inside the cell, and they are also called the suicide bags of the cell. They function as waste disposal system of the cell and digest foreign materials that enter the cell. They end up old cell organelles that are no more useful for the cell. If there is any disturbance in the metabolism of the cell, then the lysosomes ends up digesting its own cell. That is why it is called the suicide bags of the cell. For a cell to live, it has to perform various life processes. These performance of life processes need energy. This energy is provided from mitochondria. That is why mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria is a cell organelle having double membrane. The outer membrane is porous while the inner membrane is folded. It has its own DNA and ribosomes. That is why it is called the semi-autonomous cell organelle. Mitochondria releases ATP, which is the energy currency of the cell. It can generate its own protein. The next cell organelle is plastid. It is only present in the plant cell. These are of three types: chloroplast, chromoplast, and leucoplast. Chloroplast is the green plastid while chromoplast is the colorful plastid. Leucoplasts are colorless plastid. Like mitochondria, plastids also have its own DNA and ribosomes. They are also called as semi-autonomous cell organelle. Plastids give color to the various plants part. They can generate their own protein. Chloroplasts help in photosynthesis. Chloroplasts have chlorophyll in them, which is responsible for the green pigment and the green color parts of the plant, while chromoplasts synthesize and store pigments. They are responsible for the color of plants and fruits. Leucoplasts are colorless plastid which store starch, oils, and protein granules in them. Next cell organelle is vacuole. Vacuole are the storage sacs for solid and liquid content. They are larger in plant cells than in animal cells. Vacuoles are enclosed in a single membrane which is called tonoplast. In amoeba, vacuoles are found as food vacuoles. Vacuoles' function in plant is they provide the rigidity to cell. In amoeba, it acts as a food vacuole. In some organisms, vacuole function to expel waste out of the cell. In plants, it stores important substances like various organic and inorganic molecules that is useful for the plant. Vacuoles also store water, protein, and sugars. These were the cell organelles that were involved in the cellular life processes. But as the time passes by, the cells grow old and eventually they die. So, to remain, they need to produce new cells, for which cell division is required. So, what is cell division? Cell division is the process by which a parent cell divides to produce new offspring or daughter cells. The daughter cells may be two or more in number. Now the question arises, why is cell division needed? Cell division is needed to grow, to replace old, injured, and dead cells, and to form gametes for reproduction. There are two types of cell division. They are mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis happens in most of the cells. In mitosis, the mother cell divides into two identical daughter cells. That means the daughter cells are copy of the mother cell. The number of chromosomes in both the daughter cells are same. The process of mitosis helps the cell in growth. It also helps in repair of the cell. Since the number of chromosome in mother cell and daughter cell are same, the process of mitosis is also called as equational division. The other type of cell division is meiosis. It happens in specific cells. These specific cells are involved in the formation of gametes, that is, male gamete and female gamete. In meiosis, the mother cell divides to form four new daughter cells. These daughter cells are not identical to mother cell. The number of chromosomes in the daughter cells are half of the number of chromosomes in the mother cell. As the number of chromosomes in daughter cells are half, the process of meiosis is called as the reductional division. That is all for this video. I hope this video and the notes were helpful to you. Do comment your views on the video and also watch the next video for related diagrams. Thank you.